but it's always fun having to do a full clear. But I think the item that's going to be the trolliest is going to be a flute. I'm going to go with flute.
All right, so we did get this started off here. Both of our racers starting out at Link's house, only finding 20 rupees. Looks like they may be both heading back towards the back of Escape here.
Yeah, both making that same decision, so we won't see any variance yet.
Oh, we do have a check. Now, all I was able to see was that Desert is crystal number 6. I did not catch Eastern or Tower of Hera.
I think I saw that Eastern was a crystal, but I did not see if there was a number. I did not catch Tower Hera.
All right, now the tree pull gets 5 rupees, so that's not a bad tree pull. Meanwhile, SirNiko gets just a bomb upgrade from Uncle.
Not much there, just a bigger bag for his bombs.
And just a blue rupee here, so he's going to grab his magic, quit out here, and then likely head towards Kakariko.
Yeah, pretty lackluster start for items there, but you know, got to get going somewhere. But dang, a big 300 rupee right there in Sanctuary chest. Always nice to get big bucks right at the start.
Yeah, that saves you from having to worry whether or not you're going to be receiving rupees when you do go to Kakariko. So if you don't have bombs, that gives you your bomb money, gets you a really great start on heading on over towards Zora.
Yeah, bomb money and bottle vendor are totally taken care of with that right there, so don't have to worry at all. Super nice getting that big start.
And let's see what looks like SirNiko is the first one here into Lost Woods. Now I don't believe he did make a lumberjack check, so we'll see if Ninjenbro checks that here.
Yeah, he did not check the lumberjack, so we'll be getting a lumberjack here from Ninjenbro. Meanwhile, SirNiko finds just bombs. That's nice.
Bombs.
Doesn't have to buy bombs though.
Yeah, those early bombs are really nice. Saves you, like you just mentioned, you don't have to worry about buying bombs. You can get the access to, 3 of the 4 bombable locations in Kakariko. So it's really nice to find.
And it was just a piece of heart and lumberjack, so Aga is not required as of right now. And SirNiko skipped out on those 20 rupees because of that 300 rupee pickup earlier.
And Ninjenbro happy to see these bombs here.
And SirNiko's making his way to Kakariko, so we'll be able to see what all those chests have in store for us. Lots of items here, so it can be a lot of different things that we can find here.
All right, so let's take a look and see what we do have here in Blind's Hut. There are, I believe, 5 items here.
And we got the one bomb behind the bomb, and then you got the 4 that you got to push around the block. So let's see what he gets.
All right, so first we just have just a piece of heart. We do have mushroom. We have our first fetch quest item.
Fetch quest hype. And money.
Just 20 rupees.
So not much in Blind's Hut, just the mushroom and some money and love. All right, and looks like SirNiko's going to go straight to the well, kind of your normal pathing through Kakariko. Since they got those bombs early, they don't have to make a pit stop down to the hut. So pretty easy pathing so far.
And just find some arrows so far. Let's see if typically for me, when I play Randomizer, this has some pretty big items here. So let's see if SirNiko has any luck.
So far, Kakariko is dry. There is not much here. Mushroom is all we've gotten so far. So this is a very early, or this seed early on is very weak.
Yeah, plus with only getting 20 rupees at that bottle vendor, kind of diminishes the value of that early 300 that you saw in Sanctuary.
Yeah, indeed. They have been able to pick up a bunch of rupee pickups throughout, so it's not terrible. But yeah, that losing 80 rupees on that.
And we do have the gloves, first item in Kakariko in the chicken hut.
There we go. First progression item is the gloves. Always nice to get those gloves early.
Ninjenbro about ready to go in there and find his gloves. I'm sure he'll be happy to find something early aside from that mushroom. They hate to see the only item you get out of Kakariko being a fetch quest, so...
Yeah, and unless it's the bottle, then you can go straight to Sick and just clear out Kakariko, but pretty lackluster Kakariko village so far. Did get a blue boomerang. So still not much to write home about.
And then SirNiko making his way down towards the library and the race here. So we'll see if either of these two locations have anything useful. Just some love in the library.
All right, let's see if they have to go into the race game. Might make it Kakariko might salvage itself here.
And just the Cane of Burna. So nothing really all that useful here.
That is something you want to get, especially where it can be a useful item. And it can do damage, so it can actually be used as a weapon. So, not a bad idea to go get that cane.
Yeah, and you do make a good point. It is also the first invulnerability item as well, so that does open up some of the later locations in the game that does require for you to have some sort of invincibility.
Yep, it's a nice. Oh, looks like Ninjenbro's actually going to pass.
And see where he goes now. Looks like he's heading towards Sanctuary. Maybe going to get Houlihan money? Or no, checking the back of Escape.
Back of Escape? He could be running off to Eastern. Oh, but the gloves, yeah, at the back of Escape. And SirNiko's heading south.
I was going to say, we did see that Eastern Palace is indeed a crystal. It is crystal number 2.
Yeah, and Tower Hera was a pendant. I believe it was the red pendant.
Ninjenbro finds his first sword and the flippers in the back of Escape.
All right, finally a little bit of hype.
And looks like he is going to be braving the dark room here. Now you can use the sword to kind of see where you are. When you hold out the sword, it does sparkle, so you can navigate if you know your way around these rooms. Ninjenbro opting out of doing that after entering there, so.
The sword, I mean, that's a nice place to find this sword. He ended up not going too far in there. Figured maybe waste of time at this point. But that sword is a nice place to find it right there, right before he's about to go in there. Like you said, you can use it to help navigate.
And let's see where he decides to go. So he's heading back in there. Maybe he wanted full health. No, he's going for the Houlihan play here.
Oh, yep, Houlihan. Meanwhile, SirNiko's going down south. Didn't find anything in the dam, just a heart piece and 10 arrows. So, see if mini Moldorms have something for him.
So far, the mini Moldorms aren't being all that terrible to him. I've seen that room go very wrong very quick.
Yeah, that was not too bad. Oh, boots!
Oh, boots! We have boots already.
Oh, another 300 rupees. Ooh, Ninjenbro's going to be a little upset when he sees that after doing Houlihan. But those boots, first, another big progression item. We don't know if it's going to be needed yet, but that is so nice to have for movement.
Indeed. So
and
it looks like SirNiko is headed over to check the Ice Rod Cave. Much quicker now that you have those boots. You just got to be careful about these crabs up here. He does have a heart and a half left. So if he does get hit by a crab, that's GG for him over here.
Ooh, that was a good dodge right there. Oh, nice. Pull out the invincibility just to be safe.
Very nice. Well done.
And that's a nice place to find boots as well, because that makes Ice Rod Cave much more nice to get to, because it's so out of the way. Boots make it at least not that far. All right, so it looks like Nico might be heading to Escape, get his sword. Meanwhile, Ninjenbro is going to be getting his boots here. And he just actually picked up a full decanter of magic. That is a nice little pickup for him, though he does not have his cane to use it.
Yeah, so pick that up, but as like you said, no way to actually make use of it quite yet. So, regardless, when he does find that first item that does use magic, that will definitely help out quite a bit. And meanwhile, SirNiko does pick up his flippers and his sword. So, we may actually see, with Ninjenbro having so much money, we may be able to see, early, Zora as well as the Waterfall of Wishing maybe even go up towards Hobo.
Yeah, that definitely is in play for Ninjenbro. He has plenty of money for that. Meanwhile, SirNiko's given his shot at the dark rooms on the back of Escape. All right, Ninjenbro
And Ninjenbro
is
just saves and quits out.
not going to. They do have flippers. They don't even have to fake flippers, so that is an interesting decision.
Yeah, they may end up trying to route it in when they do visit Catfish and Dark World if they have the mirror. That can really save some time.
Yeah, quite possibly.
When they do acquire that, so.
No, he's just going to come up from the top. Bombs on Hylia Island, so nothing there.
Yeah, but I do believe that is just a little bit faster instead of having to go down and around. So really good use of movement in those boots and really knowing his routing very well here.
Yeah, that. I do believe that is faster. So good decision by Ninjenbro, saving seconds, and that can matter. Come down to the end of the fight.
And Master Sword already. Wow, Sword Rich Seed early on.
11
not very
minutes
often
in.
you see. Yeah, it's not very often you see a Master Sword at 11 minutes. So.
That is a very early pickup for Ninjenbro. He is making some nice plays early on. SirNiko just finding out that he does not have to go into Lumberjack, so that is nice for him.
And looks like Ninjenbro is going to be making their way down to the Waterfall of Wishing and checking out Zora and seeing what's on that ledge there as well. Now that they can check it with those flippers.
Yeah, nice getting the flippers early. Fake flippers is not too terrible of a exploitation to use, but it is very nice to have the flippers. You don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. Meanwhile, SirNiko did check the bonk rocks. Nothing in there. Just 50 rupees. So looks like they may be. Where are they heading now? Possibly. Oh, they're going to go turn in their mushroom.
Yes, smart play by SirNiko, and he can actually route the Zora right into this because he does have the glove, so he can lift the rock just to the side.
Yeah, very good routing from both of these racers so far.
Very good. Yeah, and Ninjenbro is going to be getting his. Let's see if Zora has a life lesson for Ninjenbro.
You know, mushroom only turned into a heart container. The Moon Pearl.
Oh, that's the second time today that we've done this. That Moon Pearl.
That is the second race in a row that I've commentated on where the Moon Pearl was at Zora. Wow.
Wow. That was back-to-back Moon Pearls for you. That is Moon Pearl. That's a big item. Good plays. They're both going to be getting it, so no advantage for either, but wow.
That is a huge find here. You know, so we are really the hammer away from Dark World access. We'll see if either of these runners decide to go over toward Eastern after this. That is one of the only other locations that they really have access to right now.
They have Agina's Cave and, like you said, Eastern Palace. That's about all they can do right now without sequence breaking, because they can go up Death Mountain. They do have the gloves. They just have no lamp, so the logic wouldn't be pushing them that way yet.
Right, and Ninjenbro about ready to go and get a little bit disappointed with this mushroom turning it into a heart container. So, and SirNiko is getting his Moon Pearl right now, so we'll see where SirNiko goes from here.
And they are just about in the exact same place in time. They are maybe seconds apart from each other.
And looks like SirNiko is headed over towards Sahasrarla's hut. So
and Ninjenbro just routing in his mushroom on the same route. They're both. Oh wait, no, what is SirNiko doing?
Oh, SirNiko's doing the same thing Ninjenbro did, coming down here to go and check the hobo here, about ready to pick up his Master Sword.
Oh, that's right. I forgot he had not been there. So good call for him. Get that Master Sword, and then likely heading to Eastern Palace, following Ninjenbro's footsteps, I would assume.
And I really do like this play over towards Sahasrarla's hut as well as Eastern Palace. You know, as you mentioned before, they can sequence break up Death Mountain. However, it's not very lucrative. There's only really, 2 locations they can check on Death Mountain, and that is the Old Man in Spectacle Rock. Whereas there are a total of possible 6 items over this way. So, very good decision to come over here first.
I agree. Not so beneficial yet. Just a couple 20 rupees and a piece of heart in the hut, but he is heading into Eastern Palace. So we'll see if there's anything that yields some value in there.
Yes, and as chat does point out here, so we have yet to find the lamp. So as of right now, we are safe from an Aghanim required seed. However, if we do find the lamp here in Eastern Palace, you got to start thinking, is Aghanim going to be the next play?
Yeah, very much. If they find lamp and nothing else, it's likely going to be an Aga 1 seed. Oh, Titan's Mitts.
Titan's Mitts. There's your Dark World access. You now have access to, Thieves Town and Skull Woods.
Yeah, that completely gets rid of Aga 1 for now. Don't know if we need to get the flute or hammer to be able to get to pod yet, but for now, Aga is not required.
See, and I love the play on Eastern. So many times that the early play into Eastern really pays off. So, I really do like seeing these runners both coming over here, for the most part, following the the same route and really checking out Eastern Palace. We'll see what other treasures Eastern Palace may be holding.
Yeah, always a good decision. Even without the bow, Eastern Palace, usually a pretty good place to go. And if you don't get the bow and you have to double dip Eastern, it's not too terrible getting to Armos Knights from there.
All right, and the Tempered Sword. Wow.
What?
Tempered Sword is 16 minutes in. This is insane.
Wow. And that's wow.
Yeah. So there is one more item here in Eastern Palace. Now, this next item that they get, if it is past these dark rooms, would be a sequence break, as neither of these runners have the lamp. So this item, it would be considered lamp lock. So anything that they do find after here, if they do find any more items, if this does lead them to it, then they can consider those items lamp locked until they do find the lamp.
Yes, and this could be the bow. So that would be a big find. Breaking the sequence. There we go.
All right, so we'll see if this last item is here for Ninjenbro. Meanwhile, SirNiko picking up his Tempered Sword, probably very happy to see that. No, it's just a compass, so the Armos Knights does have that last item.
Yep, they will be getting an item. No idea what it is yet, but it being a Crystal Eastern Palace, as soon as they get the bow, they're going to come back and clean that place right up.
All right, so Ninjenbro likely going to go and check the King's Tomb here. He's right here at Sanctuary, so it's a really quick check. See if there's anything of use here.
Yeah, very good check. Pretty quick on your path. A little out of the way, but very quick check.
And it's the cape. So
all right.
we still don't know if this is going to be an Aghanim required seed. I think really one of the only things that can be up there at this point would be what, the hammer?
Hammer and or flute, because that would be the only way to get to pod without the items. So you would need one of those two items that could be up there, and the other one could be within pod itself or on Catfish.
Alrighty, so we'll go ahead and see what Ninjenbro does here if he follows the Skull Woods logic, which we have Green Pendant in Skull Woods, and let me take a look here.
Blue in pod and town.
All right. So wait, were both of our Light World dungeons 5 and 6?
No, 5 is Thieves Town, 6 was Desert Palace.
Yeah, I couldn't quite make out the number there, so thank you.
We got our first bottle with a B in it for Ninjenbro inside the chest house. Chess game.
All right. And looks like SirNiko is going to be following right on his heels here, heading toward, Dark World here. So.
Yeah.
Ninjenbro just only find 20 rupees here. We'll see if there's anything in the C-shaped house or in Thieves Town. Those are likely the two next locations he's going to be checking here.
Yeah, Thieves Town's always a little scary going in without the hammer, but That's one chest, and you got to hope that there's no item in there at all, and if there is, no progression item. But Thieves Town is definitely always open so early, especially in version 26.
Yeah, so it looks like SirNiko's going to go into Skull Woods here. Meanwhile, Ninjenbro dips into Thieves Town, so we have a little bit of a divergence here.
Always nice to see them make some separate decisions to see which one, if one pays out more. We'll see if they pay out.
All right, the hammer is in Skull Woods.
Oh,
SirNiko finds the hammer, so I believe that's it for an Aghanim seed.
yeah, I believe you are right. That completely gets rid of Aghanim. And SirNiko making the Skull Woods play. If there is an item in the big chest in Thieves Town, will not have to double dip. Ninjenbro will have to.
Meanwhile, Ninjenbro hasn't really found anything here in Thieves Town. We did just see 20 rupees, so not much paying off there yet.
I believe that was the first item in Thieves Town. I could be mistaken.
All right, let's see if SirNiko continues on to Skull Woods. There is one more location he can check right now without having that fire rod, and that is the dreaded Gibdo room. So,
And if that has the big key, then that gives him two more places. But yes, this room, especially without the cane of Samaria, it's such a pain.
yeah, making good use of that boomerang though. The boomerang does stun those Gibdos, so really nice having that early boomerang as well.
Definitely makes that room a lot more easy.
And we have the flute. Second item in Skull Woods. Skull Woods really paying off here.
Wow, both.
So that was our Aghanim required care package there. The only two items that could have been at on the pyramid to force an Aghanim seed were both in Skull Woods, and SirNiko putting out there really quick to go activate their flute.
That's incredible. What a play by SirNiko going into Skull Woods. I can't imagine Ninjenbro holding off too much longer. It's probably where he goes after this, but dang, that is a huge play for SirNiko.
Right, and also still Thieves Town not really paying out much. He's just only found, I believe at this point, 20 rupees and 10 arrows. So
yeah, very weak Thieves Town so far. It is at least a crystal, and it is crystal 5, so that does give that benefit, and he will be working his way for progress towards that. So it's not a terrible decision, and especially if that big chest doesn't have anything, which I believe it still could have the burrito.
right, and let's see where SirNiko heads. Looks like he's gonna go check the desert ledge. Ooh, the mirror.
Thieves Town having something in it just deep. That is huge for Ninjenbro.
All right, so both of these plays paying off. Meanwhile, SirNiko is going to go check the Meyer shed, and we do have that Bombos for Misery Meyer.
Yeah, I believe that was Bombos, so we do have a required Bombos medallion.
And let's see how Ninjenbro does here. Like he's setting up really well for this blind fight.
And he does have that cape if things get a little too hairy for him, but he's doing really well so far.
Looks like he's going to utilize that cape just to make sure that nothing does go wrong and finish off this fight really nice and clean. Great job to Ninjenbro there.
Very clean, and why not use the cape? You get a free magic refill right after.
Yep.
Get that. You use that cape.
And with that, at roughly 24 minutes in, we do have our first crystal picked up here.
And I did not see if there was an item that dropped off a blind. I actually missed that. Did you see if
that was the map, so I do believe there is one more item locked behind the hammer in here, in the big chest.
There is.
So
oh, nice.
Looks like he may be going and following in Ninjenbro's footsteps and checking Skull Woods next. Ninjenbro checking Sick Kid and just gets a bomb upgrade.
Yeah, very smart routing. Get in that mirror. That's a good timing for that. He can just go right there, go straight back into Dark World. Probably head to Skull Woods. Maybe not.
It looks like he's going to get the blacksmith while he's down here. He does have the Titan's mitts. We can check out the dig game as well as turn in the blacksmith really immediately. So
Yes. Always nice to have the mirror for the blacksmiths. You don't have to worry about the saving and quitting, which just takes so much time. And whenever you find the mirror on the purple chest or something, it's just a little aggravating.
all right, let's see if the digging game provides us with any progression here. And we have the blue mail. That's a nice find here. Not really
Very
required,
nice.
but definitely nice to have.
Yes, very nice to have that. And SirNiko's heading his way into Thieves Town, so he will be getting his mirror soon. And we will be able to see if there is a big item that Ninjenbro left.
Oh, and SirNiko takes a death.
Yeah, I think that might have been intentional. He only had 1 heart. He just got into Thieves Town. Now he's back up to 5. So much safer routing through Thieves Town. So I think that might have been intentional.
Yeah, good point there. Now, unfortunately for Ninjenbro, he doesn't have the hammer, so he can't check hammer pegs quite yet. He does have to dip into Skull Woods to find that. So I would guess once SirNiko does finish up with Thieves Town, he probably will go down and check the blacksmith and those hammer pegs as well, all in one sweep.
Yeah, and just 20 rupees from the blacksmith, so they're just giving their life savings away for saving one of them.
All right, and we do have the purple chest, so we're likely going to see the rest of the southern part of the Dark World. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty hyped about this hype cave. We haven't really seen too much so far, so there could be some nice items hidden in there.
I feel like Hype Cave actually might live up to its name this time. Like you said, they haven't seen a whole lot, so it could be holding out some lucrative items for us.
All right, let's see what's on this mirror ledge here. And it's the Ether Medallion.
And we know Misery Mire is bombos, so we don't know if Ether's required or not yet, but Turtle Rock is a crystal.
And meanwhile, SirNiko cruising through Thieves Town, about ready to go up and bomb the hole here. So let's see. Oh, there is Bombos. Stumpy Head Bombos.
All right, so both 2 medallions on the routing with the southern Dark World. Pretty good place for Ninjenbro. He doesn't know it yet, but he knows that Bombos is a good find.
Yeah, and finding 2 medallions there, you kind of have to start to feel a little bit good about yourself, knowing that you have a very high chance of having the required medallions to be able to enter Misery Mire and Turtle Rock.
Yeah, you're 2/3 of the way. That's a pretty good chance that you're gonna find that you're gonna have both the medallions. So.
All right, and then just a heart piece from the lunchbox here. So we're about ready to see some Hype Cave. Let's see if it lives up to its name of old, or if it follows the same tragedy that it's become in version 26.
For sure. And Dogball, that would have been amazing if Quake was in Lunchbox. Sadly, we did not have the medallion trifecta.
And first, we have the green rupee.
So hype.
Got 20, 100 rupees. The ice rod. Oh, that's a really good find there. Finding the ice rod early really... Oh my goodness!
Oh, Ninjenbro. Oh, man. That is huge.
That cane of Samaria in the big chest in Thieves Town. I'll get back to my thought here in just a moment, but wow! That's going to be huge. We have to hope once Ninjenbro finds that hammer that he dips right back into Thieves Town. Otherwise, oh, wow.
Oh man, that's insane. That puts SirNiko at a huge advantage right now, because we'll see. It looks like Ninjenbro might be heading to Skull Woods here, and if he gets the hammer, goes straight to Thieves Town, won't be too much time lost.
Wow. But yeah, continue my thought on that ice rod. That is something that you really do love to find early, because that ice rod can literally be anywhere aside from on Trinex or Ganon's Tower, with Turtle Rock being a crystal. So getting that out of the way early, it's really got to be a relief.
Yeah, I agree with that. Making that dive into Turtle Rock, hoping that ice rod's in there somewhere, and going all the way through Laser Bridge and not finding it is just that's painful. very clean blind fight for SirNiko.
All right, and Ninjenbro about ready to pick up their hammer here.
Maybe a little frustrated he didn't go to Skullwoods first, but he'll be happy to have gotten that, knowing that for him now, Agate is not required.
All right, so let's see where SirNiko decides to go here. Looks like he may may still be following to go down to get the blacksmith here.
He'll probably do a lot of what Ninjenbro's already done. He'll probably mirror into the sick kid, churning that bottle for just 20 rupees. Do the blacksmith and all that routing pretty close. They're kind of just swapping right now. Just one big advantage is Ninjenbro, Nico getting that hammer first so he can do Thieves Town in one swoop.
All right, so while we're already seeing things that we've seen so far, nothing really new on either side. I just want to take the time to mention, if you guys like what you're seeing here, please give both of these runners a follow. They are amazing racers, great at the randomizer, and they really do deserve any support that they do that you can provide for them. So, like I said, if you do enjoy what you see here, please give both of these runners a follow.
And while you're at it, give all 4 Speed Gaming channels a follow, as well as Randomizer Mania channels. There are 4 of each, 8 total channels where there's all sorts of craziness going on. Speed Gaming also has other races, speed running races, lots of action, always happening. Good places to follow.
All right, so let's see if Ninjenbro remembers the big chest that he left behind here. He is headed down that way, so we'll see if he dips right back into Thieves Town. And he doesn't. Looks like he's going to go check the Bumper Cave ledge. Nope, I'm wrong.
Maybe Graveyard Cliff. Oh, he changes his mind. Going to
now you remember.
Bumper.
Let's see if Hammer Pegs pays off as well. Since he didn't have the hammer over here, he wasn't able to check this when he first came to turn in the blacksmith. So we'll see if that pays off for SirNiko.
Yeah, one time the hammer's already paid off. Let's see if it's a bunch of rupees.
So, not too much there. Ninjenbro is going to go check the graveyard ledge.
Now we'll be able to see what's in there for the first time. Meanwhile, SirNiko is going through, returning the blacksmith. He'll just get some money from them, and then probably go do the purple chest tour like Ninjenbro did.
And just the first shield, so not too much here in the graveyard ledge.
Not much at all.
We know that we know now that the mirror shield isn't technically required, since they did see that the Cane of Burna was on the race game ledge. So, take a look here and see what SirNiko does. Looks like he is going to turn in that bottle to the sick kid to get some rupees here. So,
yeah, Dogball, I agree. It looks like he might not be going back to Thieves Town for a little while. He's going to activate his flute, which is not very smart play, but that might just keep him from getting into Thieves Town for a lot longer. It's unfortunate for him. That's a big play for Cane of Sumaria.
Right. So, I do believe the next thing that we may see from Ninjenbro is a play on Death Mountain. They do have the mirror. They do have the hammer, so they can check, most locations on Death Mountain now. So that might be the next step in the progression for him.
Yeah, I that's probably what he's gonna do. Would be. It still feels like a pretty good play. SirNiko is doing the South Hyrule without the chest. Probably actually quicker that way, because then he can go right back and flute with the chest later.
All right, so he's about ready to pick up his Bombos medallion as well. Now with this Bombos medallion, that does, if both these runners, which I'd be surprised if they didn't know how to do the bomb jump on Ice Palace, that does leave Ice Palace completable right now with all locations being checked as well.
Yes, that is very true. And Ninjenbro's getting the old man from the cave.
And just 300 rupees.
He is very grateful for you getting him out of that cave.
Pretty much took his life savings.
Yeah, Ninjenbro, or SirNiko, is about to go get his ice rod in the otherwise unhyped cave.
And let's see what's here on Spectacle Rock. Just have 20 rupees up top. And I didn't quite catch what was inside Spectacle Rock. Did you catch that?
Something important, I'm guessing. I did not catch it, but we'll get to find out here in just a sec. It looks like.
Oh, it
Looks
was
like
the
he
hook
wanted
shot.
it. Oh, shout out to the tracker
getting,
for catching that for us.
Wow, so that opens up all of Death Mountain now. They can check everything here on East Death Mountain and Dark World Death Mountain. Very nice find here.
It'll be interesting to see when SirNiko heads that way, because he does have Cane, so he can go into Misery Mire after getting his bombos, but it looks like he's going to head into Desert Palace first.
All right, and let's see what Desert Palace is now. This is one of our 5 and 6 crystals, so should he be able to complete this dungeon, we could see an early Pyramid Fairy check.
Yeah, very early. That's both those 5-6 dungeons. Big key on the torch.
Yeah, so let's just hope he finds a fire source here.
Yeah. So he'll find the small key in the big chest and head over, get those 2 items over there, and we'll see if he can complete Desert Palace in one go.
Bow!
Oh, the bow!
The bow with the single arrow. Those are the best 2 chests right there. It says here, take your bow, and here you can have an arrow to shoot.
Wow. Okay, Ninjenbro. I see what you're doing.
And so far, there's the other green rupee. So both green rupees are out of the item pool now. So we've had both green rupees and the single arrow. Best 3 items in the game.
Yeah, definitely the best 3 items. Not much else in the cave for Ninjenbro, but he should be able to get his bomb jump across right there and head his way up top of Death Mountain.
All right, and so far, not much for SirNiko here in Desert Palace. This last chest just has the compass.
And he had 50 rupees, so Lambalus does have an item.
Yeah, unfortunately, without any kind of fire source, won't be able to go back and check Lambalus yet. However, Ninjenbro looks like they may be making a play on Tower of Hera.
I mean, again, we don't know if there's anything in the basement. We don't know if there's going to be a fire source in there, but he's up here. It's just a pendant. It's not the green one, but there are a couple of items.
All right, and we still don't know if this is going to be a pedestal required seed yet. So coming into a pendant dungeon right now isn't a bad idea.
Not a terrible idea. What items can be in pedestal right now?
As of right now, looks like we could have Fire Rod there.
Nope, Skull Woods is a pendant, I believe, is it not?
Yes, it is a pendant. I'm sorry, I had a little bit of trouble seeing that there. But so we could have the other medallion should it be needed. I don't think we did check Turtle Rock yet.
No.
Now let me take a look here.
Can't be Fire Rod. They don't need. I mean, no, it can't be the book.
Another medallion.
Yeah, I think that's it. Just the medallion. If Quake is on Turtle Rock, that's the only thing I think. And if it is a fetch item, it'll most likely lead to a medallion. Or, I mean, it could just be just a fetch item if it is an actual item, not just money or art. It looks like SirNiko is into the Death Mountain, so he'll be getting his bow soon.
Yeah, meanwhile, Ninjenbro going up to Trolldorm here. Let's see if Trolldorm plays nice today.
He didn't play so nice earlier, but they do have Tempered Sword, so that definitely takes a lot of the difficulty out of this fight.
And Ninjenbro cleaning up Moldorm there, very nicely done.
Very nicely done.
And just have the map. So it looks like there is going to be an item in the basement. So we'll just have to wait and see what that is, should our runners come back here.
Yeah, no fire source yet, so basement and Desert Palace are uncompletable. And SirNiko looked like he was going to head right, but then either the dead rock got in his way, or he realized that he had no way of actually getting to the right side.
And let's see if Spiral Cave has anything. Now, since we do have the boots here, thankfully we do not have Resident Sleeper Cave, so Ninjenbro should be able to make very quick work out of this here.
Very, very slow room if you do not have the boots. Just take very long, winding spiral.
Alright, SirNiko playing it safe, grabbing a fairy there, make sure he has full health to get to the east side of Death Mountain here.
Now, that is one thing this seed has not had a whole lot of. There's not been a lot of love. Both runners just at, it looks like 8 if I'm counting correctly.
Yeah, both runners both at 8 hearts, so yeah, not very generous so far with the heart containers.
No, but they do have blue mail, and I'm sure both runners feel pretty confident being blue mail and at 8 hearts, so I can't imagine neither of them being too worried about it at this point.
Right, so let's see what Super Bunny Cave has here for Ninjenbro. Let's see, our first item is the heart container.
Talk about the love, and you get the love.
Alright, so still not much here. Likely gonna go check out Hookshot Cave next. Maybe get a Turtle Rock check as well.
Yeah, here we go. Let's see if Quake is required. All right, that was Quake. So pedestal hype could still be there. Then that means the book would be required.
Well, no, you don't need the book to check the pedestal. You can go and blindfold the
No.
pedestal.
Oh, yes.
Oh, silver arrows. Butter sword.
Butter sword, 41 minutes in. What is this?
So Hookshot Cave, pretty good this time around.
Yeah, butter sword and silvers. Neither item is required, but both items make it very, very, very easy Ganon fights, and really most boss fights from here on out.
Alright, looks like we may be seeing a Spike Cave play for Ninjenbro. Does have quite a bit of health and that cape here, so he should be in good... should be a fairly safe play for him to make here.
Yeah, no half magic, but with boots they can kind of skip along pretty quickly, and shouldn't be any problem getting there.
Meanwhile, SirNiko in his Super Bunny Cave. About ready to get just a little bit of love here.
Ninjenbro did cut that about as close as you can get. He had a half heart left and just a sliver of magic when he was able to get his disappointing 10 arrows.
Alright. So you think we may be seeing a play on Swamp Palace now. He does have the hookshot and the hammer, so he can full clear Swamp Palace. There's 6 items in there as well, so it's a very item-rich location for him to check at this point.
And it is the green pendant, so that adds a 7th item if they get the full completion.
Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look here to see what SirNiko is going to go ahead and do here.
You can't open it, so I think he was just doing a different routing to check Turtle Rock. Probably head into Hookshot Cave to get his silvers and his butter sword here.
Yeah, you can almost call Hookshot Cave the Ganon killer. Butter sword definitely making that fight just a little bit easier, as well as those silver arrows. So
yeah,
very good Ganon kill care package here.
That was the Ganon. So Skull Woods we had the Aga preventive care package, and then in Hookshot Cave we have the Kill Ganon care package. Pretty nice little care packages there.
Oh yeah. So it looks like SirNiko is also going to follow suit and go and check the Spike Cave. Meanwhile, Ninjenbro progressing into Swamp Palace. We'll see if Swamp Palace has anything here for our runners.
Yeah, and right before that, looks like he's going to do Tara Hera. Won't find anything in there, and we'll discover that there is an item in the basement. But most likely after that, where he dropped his portal there, probably heading right into Spike Cave right after.
All right, so now I wouldn't expect either of these runners to do it, but there is always the possibility of flooding the key, which you never really want to do here.
Oh man, that is
In
such a
this
time
next,
loss.
yeah, in this next couple of rooms here, there is the opportunity to flood the key because when you come in through Swamp Palace in the vanilla game, you don't have the hook shot yet, so you can't actually flood the key. You have to go run and pick up that key first. Whoever having the hook shot here is a slight sequence break, to where you can pick up this key here and progress into the back first, which allows you to flood that key. It's quite unfortunate when it happens, but like I said, I doubt that would happen to either of these runners here.
Yeah, and it usually if it's ever happened to you once, you never do it again because it is one of the most painful things to have to rerun.
We have the
Oh,
lamp. There's our fire source
right.
for both Desert and Tower of Hera.
Yeah, that is definitely their fire source. They can now complete desert. So Ninjenbro will only be doing one desert palace dive, though for SirNiko it's not too terrible because you have that quick backdoor entrance, so not too bad of a double dip.
No, not at all. And SirNiko making quick work of Moldorm. So Moldorm played nice today.
It's pretty hard when he's getting smacked by a piece of bacon and butter.
So yeah, we'll likely see SirNiko make that play on Spike Cave here. Now, if you're SirNiko, do you follow Ninjenbro's footsteps and continue on into Swamp Palace?
Yeah, I think you do. I mean, your other choice is going into pod, but it's the red or blue pendant, I believe. And so with Swamp Palace being the green pendant, that makes it a much more lucrative decision.
Actually, now that I'm looking at our tracker, it looks like Swamp Palace is indeed a crystal. So this is a required dungeon.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I was reading it wrong then. So yeah, definitely Swamp Palace would be the decision.
Ooh, we have the bug net. So that's something here. And just a bomb upgrade. So left side not really paying off all that well. That's something they often see runners first time around skip it. However, this time around, now that we know it's over there, it would have been best for them to just continue on and follow that trend.
Yeah, and looks like SirNiko's gonna be following suit, heading right into Swamp Palace. No big key for Ninjenbro yet, so he's gonna have to come back later if there is an item there.
Now, Argus is one of the bosses that can actually have the big key on them, as Argus does not require the big key to reach. So, we could have to go all the way to Argus and then come all the way back in here if there is an item still left in the big key chest here.
Always a possibility, and the another one would be Mothula, Schoolwood's having the big key.
So let's see what Ninjenbro finds. Just the compass and a heart piece. Now, he's still looking for that big key, and I believe he's found the map already. I could be wrong.
I believe you are correct. That was a nice piece of heart refill for Ninjenbro, filling up all the way. And it looks like he's got the big key there, but he's going to go straight to Argus, hoping that there's a good item on him. And unless there was no burrito yet, I believe this would be an item.
No, the burrito was the very first chest that you check here, as SirNiko just found his. So, it's a high possibility that there may be an item there.
And I did see him get the compass, so there is definitely an item on the big chest. So Ninjenbro more than likely will be coming back in after killing Argus.
Meanwhile, making really quick work of these puffballs here. Just a couple of spin slashes will finish off Argus here. Or even with the butter sword, just a couple of swipes here.
Yeah,
very clean from Ninjenbro.
A very easy fight.
In the fire
rod! Okay.
Oh, wow. So once SirNiko gets through here, Well, we're just looking at this point. What the Quake medallion for Go mode?
Yeah, Quake. We are Quake medallion away from Go mode for SirNiko, and unfortunately for Ninjenbro, that cane looming in Thieves Town big chest. Ooh, he's hoping it's going to be in this chest right here, and it's not. Not anything that's going to help him.
Yeah, and you really like seeing an early Go mode. It really makes checking these last few dungeons really quick here. So for Ninjenbro, you're really hoping that this is going to be one of your 2 Go mode items.
Quake medallion and Cane of Samaria. So the only hope for him is that it is Quake. But if that is the case, then SirNiko will be in Go mode after Swamp Palace.
And moment of truth, just a little piece of love. So nothing in the big chest here. So Ninjenbro's likely going to go maybe over towards desert now.
Desert is definitely an option for him. Ice Palace is definitely an option as well, now that he's got the Fire Rod, but I'm sure he would love to do that in Go mode.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to be coming over here to Misery Mire and Desert. You can clean up both of those. Well, no, he doesn't have the Cane of Samaria for Misery Mire. But he can go into Desert and full clear out Desert.
There he goes, getting his information that Bombo is required from Mire, but he already has it, so no big concern there. But yes, that he does not have that cane, and so he cannot clear both dungeons right away. But most likely he will go into Desert, and we'll see if he dips into Mire, hoping that the cane is in there itself.
Yeah, we have seen the Cane of Samaria in Misery Mire quite often. Unfortunately, we know that it's not going to be there. However, for Ninjenbro's sake, he's got to be hoping that it's in there. If he does, indeed decide to dip in there.
Yes, very much so. And just the red boomerang in Checkerboard Cave, so no need for that.
And we'll see what Ninjenbro decides to do here. All right, looks like he's going to make that Desert Palace play, pick up that second crystal here, and likely going to check the Pyramid Fairy shortly after.
Yeah, unless he does Misery Mire first, then he's going to be in a long path of not being able to complete a dungeon.
Right, so we'll see here if SirNiko, once he finds that big key, if he goes back for the big chest, or if he does the same play that Ninjenbro did in, fully skipping it and having to come all the way back in.
Yeah, that is a tough decision where you get the big key there. You're about, probably, I would say it's about a 50-50, routing. Either way, it's going to be about the same amount of time to have to go back for that big chest from where they got the big keys. So we'll see what he does. And Ninjenbro doing Desert Palace will finally be able to find out what the final item in Desert was on the Lambolus.
Right, and he is making fairly quick work of this dungeon here. About ready to go to the right side. I believe it was just the map and the compass over here. So we should be able to. No, it was the map. Yeah, it had to be map.
Yes, it was, because you got 50 rupees in the button chest. You got to find that, and then there was an item on Lambolus.
All right. So SirNiko deciding to follow the same path that Ninjenbro did, decide to skip that big chest to see what Argus has.
Yeah, and you'll most likely see him dip back in there. You never want to leave a chest in there, especially if you can get it. I wonder, you got to wonder if that Thieves Town big chest is starting to loom in the back of Ninjenbro's mind right now.
Honestly, at this point, there's so much open to Ninjenbro. He does have, Ice Palace access. He can go and do Pod and Eastern. I don't think it's going to be looming in the back of his head for that until he gets done with some more of these dungeons and thinks, wait, did I really miss something there? Was there actually something in that chest that really could help me progress through and get me into Go mode?
And unfortunately, you're probably right, because the longer he takes to go back into Thieves Town, the better chances SirNiko has of pulling away.
And SirNiko making very quick work of Argus here, picking up his Fire Rod. So, for SirNiko, all we're looking for now is the Quake Medallion. So we'll see where he decides to go. See if he follows Ninjenbro over toward Desert to knock out both Desert and Misery Mire, because he can complete both now having that fire rod.
Very clean one cycle with the fire rod for Ninjenbro. Just 5 arrow upgrade.
Ouch. Now that does, once again open up the possibility for the Pyramid Fairy for Ninjenbro, as that is, the second crystal that he would need for that. So we'll see if he goes there first and maybe combine that into Pod. And I don't even think we've seen a Pyramid check yet, so we could knock all that out in one shot here.
I believe you are right. That'd actually be a really good play for Ninjenbro. We know that going into Misery Mire would not be the best thing for him right now, and so if he does that, that'd be a very good play for Ninjenbro.
Yeah, because Ninjenbro, he can check the pyramid, even make his way up to Catfish if he wants, be able to full clear both Pod and Eastern Palace. So, there's a lot of worth over there for him, so that may be where he heads next.
It looks like that's what he's doing. Meanwhile, SirNiko's going to go clean up Desert Palace, finish off, and most likely dive into Misery Mire. He has everything that he needs to full clear it, so that's probably what SirNiko's going to be doing.
All right, so we'll get a chance to see what the Pyramid Fairy has here, see if it's anything anything that can help these runners, get into go mode. Once again, that all we are missing is that Quake medallion.
Just that Quake for Turtle Rock, and then we will be in Commentator's Go mode, since we will know where Kane and Quake are, but each runner will be missing one item.
Right, and SirNiko about ready to get up to Lamolus. Should be able to make very quick work with it. He has both the fire rod and the silver arrows, so should be able to make a very quick work of Lamolus here.
And Butter. They have all sorts of powerful equipment. The only thing they're missing is half magic, and they would just be able to rain damage down upon anybody that comes in their path.
All right, so on the pyramid we just have a heart piece and the two chests in here. Let's see what we have.
Oh, it's the Quake and Red Mail. Oh my goodness!
Wow, we have Quake and Red Mail. We're in Commentator's Go mode.
That is.
Ninjenbro is only missing the Cane of Samaria.
So how long until Ninjenbro goes back to Thieves Town? That will decide this match. Especially if SirNiko heads to that ferry right after killing Lambolus.
Well, I mean, it is looking worse and worse for Ninjenbro at this point, because SirNiko can also dip into Misery Mire, clear out Misery Mire now, and then on his way over towards Eastern Palace, and he can go ahead and check that the Pyramid Fairy, and then knowing that he doesn't even have to step foot into Pod, can be right in go mode and be able to clean this thing up here.
Yeah, is probably what he's gonna do. Go into Misery Mire, finish it up. He has everything he needs, and you're probably right. Probably do the ferry, get his Quake and Red Mail, and just head straight to Ice Palace, Go mode, and Turtle Rock.
Yeah, and with that, the pedestal seed is indeed dead, unfortunately. As Chad has pointed out, rip pedestal.
Yeah, SDAZL, I believe you are right. He is most likely going to do a full clear of Ice Rod Pod well before he heads back, and probably dive into Mire before he heads back to Thieves Town, which that will be very unfortunate for him.
Yeah, and how often do you see a seed where you don't even have to technically even step foot into Palace of Darkness?
Yeah,
it is one of the more item-rich dungeons, which I believe it has 5 items in there. So, it's not very often that you can actually have a seed where you can fully skip Palace of Darkness. So,
yeah, Palace of Darkness is completely unnecessary in this seed. And for that matter, this actually eliminates Tower of Hera basement having any item of importance. So Tower of Hera itself was also unnecessary. But being such a quick, easy dungeon, it's pretty hard to just be like, I'm not going to go in there.
Yeah, now both runners making very quick work of their respective dungeons. SirNiko cruising through Misery Mire. Ninjenbro making good work of that bomb jump there.
Yeah, both runners having very good execution. that has definitely not been a concern for either of them for this race. Very good execution.
All right, and then on SirNiko's side, we did just see the first item in Misery Mire. That was just a little bundle of bombs there. So if he finds one more item here, he'll know that progression is not here in Misery Mire.
Yeah, and we know there's nothing in there, so it'll be. Can't imagine there being anything. Maybe a shield upgrade would be the only other thing that would make this worthwhile as far as items go.
Meanwhile, Ninjenbro just now getting another heart container, so health is finally starting to pick up here. I know around 11, 12 hearts is really where, I as a runner feel a bit more comfortable. So
yeah, once you get into that second line, it's especially where they have red mail. It's a very comfortable, very safe feeling knowing that, especially going into Turtle Rock. Even like the chain chomps, they still do a lot of damage, but it's not as bad.
All right, and SirNiko still looking for that big key over here in Misery Mire. Meanwhile, Ninjenbro still trying to find some sort of progression in Ice Palace, and unfortunately, we know that there's not really going to be much here that would be of great use to him.
And this is, even if unless SirNiko dives into Ice Palace before checking the Pyramid Fairy, this is definitely something that's going to hurt Ninjenbro, even if he goes straight to Thieves Town after Ice Palace, which probably is not going to happen. But full clearing Ice Palace is such a long dungeon.
Yeah, because if SirNiko does check the Pyramid Fairy, he'll be able to go mode, Ice Palace, which as you pointed out is a very very big time difference in comparison to actually having to full clear it.
Yeah, and we just got our second item in Misery Mire. It's just another piece of heart.
And has SirNiko found the big key yet? I don't think he has.
I have not
maybe
seen
in
it.
the final chest on the right hand side. So let's go ahead and take a look here. I think Ninjenbro still has one more item to find here.
There's the big key.
And SirNiko, knowing that he already found 2 items here, doesn't have to go check the big chest, so he's going to go straight to Vitreous and make very quick work of Vitreous with those silver arrows.
Yeah, Silver Arrow Vitreous is definitely one of the easiest fights in the game. If you have low gear on Vitreous, it can be really one of the more challenging ones, but Silver Arrows just completely makes that so easy.
Still just more keys here for Ninjenbro, so
yeah, the items.
He is still looking for one more item here.
Yeah, and I believe it might be on Cold Stare, and the items that he has gotten have not been very good, and I'm sure he's not happy about that.
Yeah, it's either going to be on Cold Stare. No, yeah, it does have to be on Cold Stare. I just now realized he did check that big chest. I must have missed that.
Yeah, I believe it was the compass.
Item would be there.
Zero Rush, the red cane was in Thieves Town big chest, which Ninjenbro has done, but he did not have the hammer when he went there. So yes, oh no for Ninjenbro, not looking very good for him, because it could be a long while till he heads back into Thieves Town.
Looks like Ninjenbro using that Bombos to conserve magic here against Cold Stare. Very good idea. Pulling out the cape here as well, so doesn't have to worry about getting damaged. So very safe strategy here. It makes very good work of Cold Stare.
That Butter Sword just slices right through him like it's nothing.
And just finds a piece of heart, so we'll go ahead and see where Ninjenbro goes from here. See if he just happens to remember to go back to Thieves Town, but quite honestly, I don't think he's going to go there quite yet. Meanwhile, SirNiko picking up that crystal. He will be heading likely over toward, finishing off Desert here.
He's already finished up Desert, so he'll probably be heading to get his fairy chest items. That would make the most sense to me, and maybe not.
Well, he may be getting some potions here. He does have a bottle, so might be getting some safety potions because he is going to be going toward we'll have to go toward Turtle Rock at some point. Now, looks like
Yeah.
Ninjenbro is going to head towards Palace of Darkness. Now, this is only going to, continue to hurt, Ninjenbro. As we know, Palace of Darkness is not required. Meanwhile, SirNiko opting not to go check the Pyramid Fairy, going to go to Ice Palace.
All right, this helps this helps Ninjenbro a little bit. The longer SirNiko waits to go to that Pyramid Fairy, the better chances Ninjenbro has. So this doesn't hurt Ninjenbro too much yet.
Yeah, I think the only way that that Pod hurt or doesn't hurt Ninjenbro at this point is if SirNiko decides to go there next and decides to leave Pyramid Fairy for last.
Yeah, if he's either forgotten or is maybe planning on routing it with Pod, because Ice Palace is a crystal, so this isn't a terrible play. But it'll depending on how long it takes to go and get his Quake up there.
Yeah, and you do make a good point there. It is a little bit out of the way, so it is a nice crystal dungeon to get out of the way, especially when you can route the remaining dungeons pretty linearly together.
They do have to finish off Eastern Palace as Ninjenbro is heading in there to go kill the Armos Knights, so definitely would not be a bad decision to kind of bunch all that together for SirNiko, which, if he does it, will go into the Fairy first. Well, he won't ever go into Pod.
Yeah, so for SirNiko, you got to hope that he does combine the Fairy into Eastern. Otherwise, we could be in for a doozy here.
Yeah, this race could be very close if SirNiko doesn't go, depending on how long both runners take to go get the respective go mode item. It could be a very, very tight race.
All right, we're about ready to see SirNiko do the Ice Palace bomb jump. And he misses it the first try. We'll see if he can rebound here.
There we go.
Very nicely done.
Yeah, just a little off on the first one, but cleaned up on the second one, made it over with no problems. And Silvers are going to make quick work of the Armos Knights.
Oh yeah, it's just going to tear right through them. One arrow per knight. Very good job there by Ninjenbro.
Very, very clean. And just 20 rupees for your troubles. Ninjenbro's probably a little disappointed. Saw the red, not the right style.
All right, so we'll see if he decides to. Looks like he's gonna go dip right back in or right into Pod here. So, rather unfortunate. I mean, for Ninjenbro, I mean this is a very good logical play. Once again, it is a very item-rich dungeon. However, you got to be thinking once he does find that red cane in Thieves Town, he's gonna be kicking himself.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be brutal. And what could make things even worse for Ninjenbro is if he finds the book in Pod. Neither of them has been able to check Pedestal. If he finds the book here, finishes Pod, he's probably gonna go kill Mothula and check the Pedestal. That would be just even more things that he doesn't need to do.
Yeah, once again, should he find the book, that also opens up 2 more locations. In both the Bombos and the Ether Tablet. So you gotta hope that at this point, book is gotta hope that's in Ganon's Tower for Ninjenbro's sake.
Yeah, it could be in Turtle Rock for his sake as well, because he cannot get into Turtle Rock. But that would be very bad for Ninjenbro.
Yeah, I just like seeing all those items in Ganon's Tower.
Yeah. There definitely ain't going to be any swords.
Yeah, at that point, it leaves no question.
Yep. And looks like SirNiko's just making his rounds through Ice Palace, checking all the items. And unfortunately, wasting a bunch of time not heading to the Pyramid Fairy, but he will still get the crystal off a Cold Stare and keep progressing towards being able to get to Ganon's Tower.
All right, and meanwhile, Ninjenbro making his way through Pod, likely going to be finding some more keys here. So yeah, we do have the big key, and likely going to be finding a small key here. So
yep, and
with that, I mean, he's definitely gonna be going back to check the back. There are, several items that can be back there. Once again, we just gotta hope it isn't the book for his sake.
Yep, and yes, Jagger, you are correct. Ninjenbro is trolling himself with this, with missing on the Thieves' Town big chest.
And SirNiko getting the bomb jump over the pit there, very nice.
Yeah, very good ice pal so far from minus that one bomb jump, but he only got on the second one, so not too bad.
All right, he's now going to be going and cleaning up Cold Stare here. And then from this point, you got to wonder where he's going to go next.
Yeah, if he tries to route everything in together, it won't be a bad decision at all. But if he decides to go to pod and check that stuff before, and that's putting him really out of the way of where he needs to go. And there is nothing in pod, which is good for Ninjenbro. That's what he needs, nothing in there.
Right. So we'll see if there's anything over here on the left side that can continue to troll him here in the seed. SirNiko getting a nice spin, and wow, perfect fight there for SirNiko, being able to cluster all the Cold Stare puffs in one corner. That was a perfect fight, if I do say so myself.
That was textbook. That's if you wanna know how to do Cold Stare as fast as possible, watch that.
And Ninjenbro does pick up his second shield there. And just a blue rupee, so still nothing here in pod for Ninjenbro.
I believe there is one item left, and it will be on Helmasaur. So, unfortunately, he's going to be going all the way through.
All right. And for SirNiko, looks like he is going to head down, likely going to be checking the Pyramid Fairy here. So we're going to have a go mode here, very likely within the next minute.
I believe you are correct. He's heading the right way for all of that. So we will have SirNiko in go mode, which is not good for Ninjenbro.
And once again, for Ninjenbro's sake, we have to hope that there's nothing in here that could lead him to other locations. Because at this point, I would think that one of the only other places that he would be able to check is either the first few chests in Misery Mire, or the chest that he skipped in Thieves' Town, or the Tower Hare basement.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm a little biased on this, but if I were in his situation, I would be the Thieves' Town big chest. If I don't have Hammer going in there and I don't get all the items out of Thieves' Town, it's always something that's just in the back of my mind. And so I'd hope for his sake he's thinking about it, and it's just starting to burn right in the back of his mind right now.
So SirNiko is going to be very happy with what he finds in here. Going to get both his red mail and his Quake medallion.
Yeah, very nice Pyramid Fairy chests. And there we have our go mode. Oh, he's not getting his red mail. He is out. He gets that Quake on go mode, and he is out.
Yeah, so 1 hour, 13 minutes, and 1 second. We do have go mode for SirNiko. So once again, everybody, just to remind each of you here, it does show here on the screen, but both of these runners are both 3 and 2. So whoever does win this race, it gets to take a breather and doesn't have to race in the last little bit of the qualifier. There's going to be, I want to say, 32 racers trying to get the last 6 spots here. So SirNiko well on his way to securing his 4th win here and being able to take a little bit of a sigh of relief knowing that he isn't going to have to fight for 6 spots.
Yeah, definitely. Like you said, Jagger, they both are at 3 wins, so he's not eliminated here. But that comfort of having a week off and being guaranteed into the group stages is something that's at stake, and that week off that'll be nice for him after 6 weeks of games.
And then thankfully for SirNiko, this is going to be a very straight shot towards the Armos Knights. So make a very quick work here of Eastern Palace. Now Ninjenbro is going to be heading. Did none of our runners do escape? I don't think any of them did do escape.
They did. Ninjenbro never got the final chest in the dark room.
Oh, that's
in there
great.
and then bailed out early. And I don't think I don't remember what it was, but I don't know. It wasn't anything important.
Yeah, it actually looks like he didn't do the first part of escape here, so he's gonna go back here and check. Unfortunately,
Oh,
this is
you're
just more time
right.
that SirNiko is gonna be able to take advantage of.
Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, JTB, I believe you are correct, and this is the first time we've seen any of these items.
Oh, and this is just unfortunate.
Yeah, this is so unfortunate for Ninjenbro. That Thieves Town big chest locked behind Hammer. Oh, he went in there, made great plays, got the mirror. Just that one decision.
Yeah, yeah. Pretty much at this point, like we were saying, the big difference here was SirNiko found the hammer in Skull Woods before he went into Thieves Town. Ninjenbro went to Skull Woods after he had done Thieves Town and missed out on the big chest, which that is unfortunately where the Cane of Samaria lied. So at this point, Ninjenbro has not gone back to get that. So once again, very unfortunate. Uh, there's got to come a point where, you got to think, is that a key item that I really should have gone to check?
Yeah, that is very unfortunate for Ninjenbro. Let's see what he does after this.
And then SirNiko making his way up to Turtle Rock. So we'll be able to go ahead and Go Mode Turtle Rock isn't really all that different from, standard Turtle Rock. There's maybe a chest or two that you can skip here. If you get lucky with keys, you can fully skip the laser bridge, which is nice. However, not too big of a difference from, your standard full clear of Turtle Rock.
Yeah, it's a pretty linear dungeon. You got, like you said, your laser bridge as well as mimic caves are about the only things that are really out of the way that if you're not in go mode, you might check. So not too much of a time save being in Turtle Rock go mode. But so Ninjenbro's done with the escape. Let's see where he heads right after this.
And looks like he's going to head toward the Mire area. Looks like he's going to dip into Misery Mire, thinking that Cane of Samaria is in its vanilla dungeon. Oh boy.
I can't blame him. Without that Thieves Town big chest, he either I can't imagine he's forgotten about it. But there's so many times, like we've said, that Kane has been in Misery Mire, so can't blame him for this play. He's hoping. You gotta wonder if he feels like he's behind at this point because they're only a minute 17 in, and he's looking for that one item. So he's probably feeling like both people might be getting trolled right here.
Yeah, I mean, there hasn't really been a dungeon where he's gone into that he hasn't been able to complete yet. So, I mean, I know with SirNiko, he dipped into Desert Palace first and wasn't able to complete it. So, for both of these runners, you're kind of wondering whether or not you're ahead or if you're behind at this point.
Yeah, they both did have to double dip into Eastern Palace. That was definitely something I believe was even part of the logic was a double dip in there. So, other than that, yeah, if Ninjenbro hadn't, or if Ninjenbro had gone to school with first, that would have been the only double dip dungeon in this seed.
All right, so SirNiko in his Turtle Rock here, definitely making rather quick work of these first couple of rooms here. We'll see if he gets enough keys to where he can skip Laser Bridge.
Yeah, that'll be about the one thing that can save time in this place for him. It's just big key the placement on there can be a little bit of an indicator, but those small keys, that's what matters.
All right, so not really much so far. Hasn't found the big key, just a small key and a piece of heart in those two chests there. We'll see if the chain jump room has his big key. If not, it's going to be in its vanilla location here.
Yep. Meanwhile, Ninjenbro's doing the route through Misery Mire. He'll find both items that are not important for him. Probably bail out before he gets the big key, or maybe he'll go until he gets that big key so that he can go straight to Vitreous when he does find the red cane. And it'll be interesting to see where he goes from here.
All right, so looks like for SirNiko here, looks like the big key is going to be in its vanilla location. If you find that big key early, you can actually pretty much steal the key from the Pokey for that room and just continue on without having to check it, conserving yourself a key along the way. Unfortunately, that's not the case this time around.
Yep, and it would be a few seconds of time saved, but where this is the big key, everybody's got to do it. So no big time. There will be no time difference between the runners on this part.
Oh, and he misses the quick kill there on the pokey. Good finish though.
Yeah, very clean finish. Missed that quick kill, but cleaned it up really well afterwards.
And Ninjenbro in our favorite cutscene of the game, sitting here waiting for that wall to move.
Gotta love those wall movement scenes.
You know, well, for me, I really do enjoy them. It gives me a chance to kind of sit back, relax, take a breather.
Yeah, it really actually is nice. I mean, yeah, it's frustrating when you're trying to hurry, but you know everybody's got to go through it, and it gives you kind of a chance to stretch out a little bit and take a breather.
All right, so SirNiko going around to check the big chest here. Likely will have a key in it. Well, it may have a key in it. Isn't guaranteed to have one, but for his sake, he's hoping that he finds one here and in the upcoming roller room, so we can skip the laser bridge.
All right, it looks like Ninjenbro is finally going to go back into Thieves Town, which he will be, I imagine, pretty frustrated that he had to miss it earlier. Oh no, he's going to Hammer Pegs.
Go and check Hammer Pegs. Oh, let's just hope once he checks the Hammer Pegs that he goes back into Thieves Town. He already has the hammer, so...
Yeah, maybe he's just doing the pegs. Maybe he's doing the pegs hoping that it's there because that would be quicker. But he's right next to Thieves Town. Let's hope he goes.
All right, so we'll see what he does here. He's heading over that way. He hasn't saved and quit out yet, so...
And he hasn't mirrored or fluted, so this is good.
All right, and he is indeed coming up here to get that chest. And man, we are either going to be seeing some frustration swings or something from him. But, you know, for his sake, this is his go mode item. He's going to be very glad to see it, and especially, you know, not seeing that done so far. So,
yeah. Meanwhile, SirNiko gets a shovel. It's not going to do anything for him. I imagine Ninjenbro, when he sees that cane in the big chest, and knowing where the hammer was, is going to feel like he's behind. He's going to feel a little anxious that was there and he missed it so early on.
Right now, SirNiko taking a little bit of damage here on the laser bridge, is going to opt to take the safety portal there, and very good that he did. Otherwise, he would have to go all the way back through Turtle Rock.
Very good decision to go get that. Still hasn't got that key, so he's got to get it in one of these two.
All right, so we'll see where this key is. Very nice laser skip there. It looks like it's going to be in the last chest here.
Of course it is. There he goes.
All right, SirNiko going to be going off toward Trinex here. Meanwhile, Ninjenbro about ready to get really frustrated that the Cane of Samaria was here all along. And we have Ninjenbro in go mode.
Both runners in go mode. Ninjenbro, all he's got to do is make a quick dive right back into misery, kill Vitreous. Luckily, I don't know. Did he pick up the big key? I don't remember.
I'll be honest. I don't recall.
Smart. Get a quick potion fill. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think he did. Yes. Thank you, JTB.
He's got to go back in there and check. So,
And I believe SirNiko actually has killed Armos Night Zero Rush. So yeah, I just forgot to get that checked off because he was in go mode.
All right, very, very clean kill here on Trinex. So SirNiko about ready to go over and start the ascent up Ganon's Tower. Now, everybody here knows what time that is. There are 22 chests, well, 22 locations in Ganon's Tower that can hold the big key. go ahead and get your guesses in as to where you think those may be.
And meanwhile, Ninjenbro is going to finish his Vitreous or finish his Mirror Mire. Hopefully find that. Oh, that was a really good use of the cane right there, getting all 3 Wiz Robes.
Very good.
Unfortunately, that's small time saves. He does need to get that big key. Should be able to get it pretty quick and then head on to Vitreous. It's not in a terrible location.
So, Sir Laughlad, I do have to ask, where do you think the big key is going to be here?
Well, let's see. The last 2 races I've watched, it's been the first chest and the left chest in that right side room. So I'm going to go with Bob's Torch. Just going up 1, 2, 3.
All right, I'm going to stick with my previous guess. I'm going to go with that fire bar room on the left side.
Fire bar room, all right.
It should be chest 8 if they decide to go left side first. I believe it would make 12 if they go right side first.
I believe that is
And
correct.
the book. So we do have the book in Ganon's Tower, so that was nice. I guess I somewhat maybe have called that a little bit. I don't know.
SirNiko is going right side. Gotta wonder if he feels like he's behind.
I mean, at this point, every decision that he's made, aside from maybe that Ice Palace, has really paid off. I mean, Ice Palace in itself wasn't really a gamble, so to say. So at this point, if I'm SirNiko, I'm feeling pretty good. He hasn't really, I don't think he's had any deaths. Hasn't really had any real hiccups in his run. It's been a very clean run and very good decision making. So he's got to feel pretty good about himself at this point.
Yeah, SirNiko's routing has been very good in this race. And I mean, yeah, the Ice Palace is probably the one thing that was not, I guess, the best decision. It wasn't terrible because, again, it was a crystal, but just not the best decision because, well, we knew that he needed to head up to the ferry for that first.
All right, and just like that, with 6 locations out of the way, we are headed over to the left side. So this would be number 7. We have the powder. Let's see if he grabs the powder. No, he does not.
No, he doesn't want the powder.
Bob lives today, folks.
Bob lives because these guys are pretty good, and they don't really need those safeties if it's not right on their path. And meanwhile, Ninjenbro is just flying through those eyeballs on Vitreous with that silver arrows, making it super quick work.
Yeah, it's a very clean Vitreous fight.
Yeah, very clean.
And
there's the big key.
So that was what? Location number 10, I want to say?
I believe so.
So SirNiko
Yes,
has
number
plenty
10.
of keys to make it up Ganon's Tower, so not really going to need to check any chests along the way. Just going to be a straight shot to Aghanim, and then, of course, Ganon at the end there.
Yeah, but SirNiko's definitely, this is it, definitely his race to lose at this point. Ninjenbro is making his way to Turtle Rock, but he is got the full Turtle Rock clear behind, as well as, well, if he goes left, he'll make up a few minutes, but not enough.
Right, and ooh, Ninjenbro falls. Don't really see people falling there all that often.
I wonder if the nerves, he's got to feel he's behind, and the nerves are getting to him a little bit. He does not want to have to race again this weekend. He would love to have a week off.
Yeah, meanwhile, SirNiko heading into the gauntlet now. Let's see how these rooms go for him. Very well played first room of the gauntlet here.
A very clean first room.
Very good second room. That one's probably my least favorite room of all the gauntlet because of those red skeletons jumping around.
The red skeletons really make it annoying. Oh, there we go, using the bombos to clear out some enemies because they got away from him.
Yeah, really good use of the bombos there. Saves you from having to chase around all those enemies. So very, very good use of what he has here.
That was good on that room. The guy got past his stash, but he quickly fixed around and got both of them with one swing. Very clean fourth room.
And he's on now to Landmolus. See if he can get the one cycle. Oh no. Looks like he missed the first one.
Oh, he got it though.
Get a little frustration
Oh,
swings
he missed
there.
the first one. Yes, he did. I did not. I thought he got it.
Alright, good 2-cycle there for SirNiko. Meanwhile, Ninjenbro picks up his Riot Shield.
That'll
SirNiko
make the
making
laser bridge.
really quick work here of Ganon's tower. Very well done.
Yeah, his gauntlet has been very clean. Ninjenbro will have a much easier time on the laser bridges with that mirror shield, and we know that he needs to go there, so that'll be nice for him.
Now, I didn't look. Does SirNiko have any... Okay, he does have a blue potion. That's good to see. I didn't know if he had any safeties here, because he is starting to get a little bit low on health.
Both of them did stop at the witch's hut before and picked up a blue potion, so dropped their B and got a blue.
Oh no, he fell. He's going to have to do this room again, I think. He might not have enough time to light this torch and get into the next room.
Oh no! Does he have enough? Oh, he's going to have to... Is he going to have to lamp the whole thing?
He's going to have to use his lamp on the entire thing here. I don't think there's enough. He might have enough for one last fire rod shot, but if he fails his fire rod, he's gonna have to burn his blue potion here.
Oh, he got it.
Oh, there we go. He saves it there. Gonna grab the magic
close
here and head and work his way towards Aghanim too. And meanwhile, SirNiko playing it safe, going to use that blue potion and get that room reset.
Yeah, very good decision to play that safe. And don't want to die anywhere in Ganon's tower, especially on the gauntlet, making your way up this close to the end. That is a huge time sink.
Looks like the nerves getting the best of SirNiko here. Missed those first couple of torches and had to reset the room there twice.
Yeah, both of them are starting to get a little nervous. Neither have seen that dot done, and they both know the quality of opponent they're going against, so they know that any mistakes can make it worse, and those nerves, they can get you.
All right, and SirNiko on his way down to Trolldorm 2. Let's see if Trolldorm retains his name here. And he does not. Very good job by SirNiko there. Let's see if we do get a validation chest here. And 20 rupees. Run validated, folks.
No Dairy Queen for SirNiko.
All right, and SirNiko now heading up this room here. Going to go face Aghanim. Let's see if Aghanim does cooperate.
Yeah, let's see if he can. If he can 2-cycle this, get 2 triples. That'll be icing on the cake for this run for him.
Might be difficult with this setup here. Yeah.
Got 1 on the first one.
Misses
blue balls. Blue balls messed him up.
And also Ninjenbro still working his way through Turtle Rock, making rather quick work of it, I should say.
Yeah, very good Turtle Rock so far for him. He needs SirNiko to keep making some mistakes so that he can catch up. He is still a good 5 minutes behind, I would say.
Yeah, and SirNiko not getting much to work with here with Aghanim. And there we go. We do get the finish off here. So SirNiko's about ready to drop into his Ganon fight around the 1 hour, say 1 hour 34 minute mark, maybe a little bit less.
And SirNiko, as he heads into fight Ganon, he's got 4 phases to go with Butter Sword and Solars. Shouldn't have any problems with them. Meanwhile, Ninjenbro's going to be getting his key here much easier than it was for SirNiko because of that mirror shield.
And then let's see how SirNiko handles this Ganon fight. You know, the first couple phases are going to be rather easy with that Butter Sword. It's just going to take 6 slashes. He's got to be careful, though. I don't think he has any more safeties here. Takes a couple more hits here from the bats. It could get pretty ugly here.
Yeah, he did use his blue potion to save himself on that second torch room.
That was very well done with that hook shot there. I love it when I see runners abuse the iframes of that hook shot and just let those bats pass right through them. Very well done there.
Yes, that was very good. He was so close in the very, very clutch hook shot play.
Meanwhile, Ninjenbro heading into Trinex. Let's see if he looks like he will be able to make quick work of Trinex here. Meanwhile, SirNiko misses the first silver arrow shot, so he's got to be a little bit careful here.
And doesn't get the torch glitch, so he's gonna have a little extra work cut out for him.
All right, so we do get one silver arrow there. Oh, and the torch just now goes out when it comes time to hit it. So he's got to be, once again, really careful here. As his health is getting a little bit low, if he takes a couple more bat hits, then it's going to be a death to Ganon here.
Yep, and Ninjenbro had a very clean Trinex fight, and he is on his way to Ganon.
So close to falling there.
I feel like SirNiko's nerves are getting to him. He is not having the cleanest of Ganon fights, but he should be getting it very soon here.
And that is
there it is.
GG to SirNiko. SirNiko does move on to be 4-2, and that does secure his spot for not having to race in that 32-person race, vying for the 6 spots.
And he finishes with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 35 minutes, and 58 seconds.
Great job there to SirNiko. All right, so we'll be getting SirNiko in here for an interview here very shortly. Meanwhile, on Ninjenbro's side, he is making his way into Ganon's tower. Going to check this right side here. Let's see if he continues on the right side or if he decides to go left. He does go for the right side play.
Yep, so he'll be having pretty similar routing to what SirNiko did, so he'll be getting that around his 10th chest as well.
And let's take a look here. Very good torch room there. Got hit there at the end, but was still able to make it through. And with that, we do have SirNiko here with us. Good game there, SirNiko. Fantastic race.
Very well done. GG's to you, and congratulations on it, getting that 4th win and having the week off this upcoming weekend.
All right, so it does appear SirNiko may be muted. We'll go ahead and get this worked out here very shortly, and it does look like at this point it does look like Ninjenbro has indeed forfeit the race. Good game to both of you guys. So we'll see if Ninjenbro wants to join us here for an interview as well. So while we're waiting here, once again, SirNiko, great job on the race here. It seemed like every decision that you had made really paid off. Oh, and here we go. We have SirNiko. He's unmuted.
All right,
and it looks like we also have Ninjenbro.
Hey, good game, man. Good game.
Good game. That was a stressful tower climb. I hope you don't watch the VOD because I don't want you to see how bad that looked.
You finished as I was unlocking Ganon's tower. That's how far behind I was.
I was scared to death because I kept checking dungeons and not finding anything and thinking if he did the one thing I didn't do for Quake, then I wasn't going to get it.
I got Quake super early. It was the cane that got me forever.
Where was the cane? I found that pretty early.
Cane was in the big chest in Thieves Town, and I didn't have the hammer at the time.
Oh, yeah, I had hammer, so I just full cleared. Yeah, if I had missed hammer, I would have been searching for that for ages.
Yep, which is exactly what I did.
Yeah,
it appeared that
felt so good missing pod. At least I didn't have to go there.
Nope, I full cleared pod.
Yeah, that was the other thing I was hoping, that you full cleared that.
Yeah, it looked like just about every decision that you made here in this race, SirNiko, looked like it all paid off. seemed like it was just one item after another, clearing dungeons, and very well done this race.
Yeah, I felt very good about the routing. I had some nerve attack towards Ganon's tower. I'm sure you saw me. I practiced lighting torches with lamp earlier, and I think that muscle memory was stuck, so it took me 3 tries to remember how you do that lamp room.
Yeah, we were looking there. We saw you go up there and then have to reset the room a couple of times, but eventually able to pull it out. So once again, great race.
And super early sword upgrades. 16 minutes, both of you had tempered sword. A very, very powerful seed.
Yeah. That was pretty nice to have.
Yeah,
And
we were actually joking here a little bit with the commentary. Skull Woods was your your Aghanim required care package, so everything you would have needed to completely skip Aghanim was in Skull Woods, and then Hookshot Cave was your Ganon killer care package as well. So very well.
Yeah, I was thinking that in Hookshot Cave. I'm thinking, wow, it's going to be an easy Ganon fight this seed. So I was waiting to see what was going to go wrong.
And actually, SirNiko, you actually missed out on the red mel. It was right next to your Quake medallion. It was in the Pyramid Fairy. So you could have had red mel, made yourself a little bit more defensive, but didn't need it, but right there.
Yeah. Well, at that point, I feel comfortable with blue mail. If you've got the offensive upgrades are what you need.
Yeah, that's what we figured. You felt pretty comfortable with it, but yeah, it was right next to you, but didn't end up being a problem for you.
Phew. Well, I hope it was an exciting race. I hope I entertained you guys.
Yeah, same.
Oh, it was a great race. It was a blast to commentate. Both of you guys are amazing runners. So, now do you ask SirNiko, how do you feel knowing you did get that 4th win and get to kind of take a little bit of a breather here?
Oh, it feels really good. I was looking forward to relaxing this week. I don't have to think about it, and it means I don't have to miss the mystery funhouse race next week, because I was worried I was going to miss that.
And for Ninjenbro, you have that race coming up, but you do have a nice week to kind of relax and wait for that.
It's going to be rough though. Just looking at all the other runners that are going to be potentially 3-3, like it's going to be a very, very tough field.
Yeah, that's going to be a very entertaining race to see who finally gets those last 6 spots. I do just want to wish you the best of luck in that. I would love to see you continue on in this tournament.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'll be keeping an eye as well. Good luck to you, dude. I hope you win.
Thanks, and good luck in the group stage. Hopefully, we run into each other there, or maybe even in the bracket.
All right, I'll be looking forward to it. You take care, dude.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and with that, I think we are going to go ahead and get everything wrapped up here. Anything you want to add here, Sir Laugh-A-Lot?
No, I just add, that it was a great race between the two of them. Both made great decisions, minus that one for Ninjenbro. But other than that, very clean execution, very good decision making through most of the race, and it was a lot of fun to commentate with you.
As it was for you, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave you with the last word here. My name is Echoes. I'm gonna head on out. Sir Laugh-A-Lot, over to you.
And I've been Sir Laugh-A-Lot. And if you ever want to watch more of these races, there are 4 channels of speed gaming that host plenty of other speedrun races besides Zelda, as well as 4 Randomizer Mania channels that you can watch plenty of Zelda randomizer action. And, there's plenty more races coming up. There's schedules. Look up the schedules and keep watching these. Give everybody a follow that was involved. They provide a lot of entertainment for you. Have a good day.